Welcome back. We're going to do the backrest on our chair. Now I've got rid of all the left hand side of the chair because I want to be able to see the right hand side to do my work. And so we're going to create a sketch on this face here. Remember, we're doing a backrest and we're going to be doing a curved backrest. So we're already in a sketch mode. Okay, look at that. Alright, we're in sketch mode, so create a sketch. Now let's get ourselves nice and lined up correctly so we can see what we're doing. We'll bring this into the center of our field of viewing there and make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Click escape to get out of the drag function. I'm going to just use a line and draw a line. Now I'm going to eyeball this line and make the edge around about sort of parallel to the back edge of this rear chair leg. So let's say about there. And the next object will be to create a square shape. Now you see how my 90 degrees has popped up on the left hand side there in that little box. Whatever the angle of the line, it'll give me the angle to the original line that I've made. Now it's 19 degrees and I want it to be 19 millimeters wide, so I'm typing in 19 millimeters. It's hidden behind that specify next point thing. So there it is there, 19 millimeters. I'm going to go, I don't care if it's a bit further, and I'll click OK, and then I'm going to do another line from this first edge that I started at 90 degrees. Well, I can make them parallel. Look, it's easy enough. Even if these lines aren't parallel, I'll click OK. I should be able to use a constraint up here under the navigation bar. Click control, really it's a toolbar, and then click a parallel constraint. Then I'll select this line, and then I want that line to be parallel to it, and it's made this one parallel with that one. I think we'll have to control Z that. Okay, so we want this line here, yeah, that one. It'll go the parallel constraint again, parallel, there it is. So this one, well, actually let's do we'll do a right angle constraint. It might make it easier. So I want this line to be at right angles with that line. Not going to work. We'll try this way, right angle constraint, this one at right angles to that one. Not happy. Yeah, okay, it's done it for me. So we could use a perpendicular constraint by selecting two lines, or a parallel constraint by selecting the two different lines, and you can see the parallel constraints there. So this line is now constrained to be parallel to that one. It's 19, and I think by 65 I'm going to trim off the excess I don't want, that one, and it should be 65 millimeters long. I'll just double check that. Click the dimension function up there, highlight the two lines, drag out the dimension. It's 88.65. Don't want that, want it to be 65, and the reason I'm choosing to make it 65 is because I want it to be similar to the chair rail, so we can use a similar type of material. Alright, if I wanted to, because this is highlighted in light blue, I may be able to drag the whole thing up a little bit if I wanted to. I'll just click escape to get out of the dimensioning tab. I can rotate it around if I need to. I'd rather just bring it in the middle a little bit further. I think I'm constrained over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to move it, so just select the drawing, and then you can right click if you want and go to move and copy, or you can find that under modify and then select the object that you want to move and copy. Just select one of these lines. You can see you've got these arrows and this circle, so you can grab one of those arrows and just move it up, or move it to the side if you wanted to get exactly where you want it. I'm going to move it up a little bit further, say to about there. That'll do me. I'll click OK, and it's in position for us. Alright, so I suppose the next thing to do would be to extrude it across in its straight shape. So to do that, I know that the distance between the two rear chair legs is 400. So let's just create this extrude. So we'll go up to solid and then extrude, select the surface, and it's going to go for 400. So I've typed the distance as 400, and remember to make it into a new body, not a join. So new body, so we can adjust it separately and handle it as a separate item. And we'll click OK. Alright, so it's straight, and just to make sure that it's in the right spot, let's turn on the left front leg, and it should be in exactly the right spot. It looks like it is. Yeah, that's good. Alright, now let's curve this surface up over here. So the next thing to do will be to create another sketch. So we'll do a sketch, this time on that top of the backrest. It won't be very comfortable like that as a, let's click the fit button, if it was straight. I'll turn on the rest of the stuff so you can see what else is happening. And there. So there's our chair with our straight backrest on a side angle, but still straight, not super comfortable. We want to curve it a bit, and we can steam bend this, or we'll think of some way of shaping it or molding it, but I want to curve it. So I'm going to have a sketch right on here, which is what I wanted. So we'll go to this, there we go. I'll move it up a little bit, so we're looking at it about there. Great. Alright, move this out of the way so it's not in our way. And now I need to create a sketch that goes all the way across. So before I do that, I'm going to create a midpoint, or find a midpoint. And I guess the point would be 200 from one edge. So let's go to point. Or better still, let's just do a line, make it easier for ourselves. So grab a line, doesn't matter where it is because I'll make the measurement later and delete it when I want to. Click OK. And I want this line to be exactly 200 millimeters. So let's create a dimension, a driven dimension from here to this point there is 200. And look, it just was already. If it wasn't, I could just change it to 200. So I've got that as a center line. I'm now going to do an arc that spans across that will define the bend. So let's try using a line, but this time, no, we'll do an arc. We'll select the arc function, and we'll make it a center point. We'll make it a 3-point arc. Okay, so 3-point arc, we'll start from the middle, from here, there, and we'll go to here, and then the next one will be, say, about there, like that. Okay, and so there's our arc, and now what I'd like to do with this arc, which we've just created, is to offset it a little bit. So let's go to a function which I think we can do under modify, offset. See the offset function there? Click that, highlight the line and drag it up. We want to offset this by, well, you guessed it, 19 millimeters, because it'll be minus 19. That's the thickness of the timber that we're using. Minus 19. Okay, there it is. Well, I suppose I should have brought it down a bit further, shouldn't I? Okay, I'll make it the opposite. I'll make it a positive 19, because at the moment you can see my bar is going, my backrest is going beyond the edge of the chair. So I'll change it to just positive 19. The offset line, that's better. Okay, that's working better, and I'll click OK. So there's my curve, and we're now going to extrude that down for a distance of, well, did we do it on the bottom line? I think we did. What I'm doing now is just checking to make sure that we've extruded on the angled surface, not parallel surface. I think we have, yeah. Alright, so let's select this. We'll do our solid, do an extrude, grab this surface here. We've got an interference line, but it won't stop us. Hit the control, select the, hopefully the other line. Can we do it? Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Yeah, we have to enclose the shape. We didn't do any lines between here and here. So if that's the case and that happens to you, just escape out of that. We have to join these two lines, otherwise we're not going to be able to extrude from them. So let's just, we're still in sketch mode, so click line and we'll join from here to there. That's fine, I think that was joined already. And now we'll join the other two from here to there. What concerns me a bit here is that looks like it isn't following the angle that I've chosen, but we'll give it a crack. All right. So we've now got a fully enclosed shape, or we should have a fully enclosed shape. So I'll click, let's see if we can do our solid sketch now. So let's do our extrude. Yep, we've got the solid shape. I hit control, I select the other shape as well, and I want it to extrude downwards for a distance of 65. So we'll go distance of 65. Well, it's going up, but I want it to go down, so we might have to make it minus 65. There it is, and it's in cut mode. We don't want cut, we want it to be a new body. There it is. Okay, and we'll click OK. Oops, I missed something. We'll click OK. There it is. Now you can see we've got the old part still sitting there in the way, the old straight part. I can turn that part off because it's a body. So let's see if we can select it and find it. Is it that one? No, it's not this one. Let's find it. It looks like it's body 14. So let's turn off body 14 and we've just got that curved surface. And now you can kind of guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to mirror that about to create my second half of that curved surface. So let's do that. We'll create the mirror function. There's the mirror, and the dialog box should appear asking us what body do we want to do it with. Yeah, we want it to select the body. We want it to be this body here. And then what mirror plane? Well, I've turned off all my mirror planes, so let's find that center mirror plane that we liked. Was that it? It looks a bit like it. Hover around, yeah, that's the one. We'll select this mirror plane here and click OK. And it's joining. We don't want to join, we want it to be a new body. Okay. Click OK. Alright, and now we've just created ourselves a curved backrest. There you go. Now if you wanted to make it bigger, you can. You can make it smaller if you like. But there's a curved backrest, curved angle backrest. It should make it more comfortable for us to sit on that chair. And you may want to create some mortising dowels to fit that in as well, so that we can mortise that together using the domino jointer. Right, hope that was good.